Tonight, on the record, former Hewlett-Packard CEO Carly Fiorina mowing right past Secretary Hillary Clinton. A brand new Wall Street Journal NBC News poll giving Fiorina a giant double-digit lead over Clinton in Iowa. In a head-to-head matchup, Fiorina beats Clinton 52-38. But that's not all. Both Governor Jeb Bush and billionaire businessman Donald Trump showing they can take on Clinton in Iowa. Bush would beat Clinton 50-40, and Donald Trump topping Hillary 48-41. But Fiorina taking the largest lead over Clinton compared to her other GOP rivals. Former presidential candidate Herman Cain goes on the record. Good evening, sir.
Hello, Greta. Thank you.
What do you make of the fact that Carly Fiorina beats Secretary Clinton by 14 points? It's early. It's not caucus day yet, but by 14 points in Iowa.
People in Iowa are waking up to Hillary Clinton's weaknesses, and they're waking up to Carly Fiorina's strengths. Because if you put them side by side in terms of depth of knowledge, articulating their ideas and solutions, there's no comparison. So hip, hip, hooray for the people in Iowa, because they are not making their decision based strictly on popularity, and that's a good sign.
Well, I suspect that Hillary Clinton tonight is going hip, hip, hooray to the other poll, which pits her against Bernie Sanders. She has 47 points to his 36, so she's going to get a whopping 11 points over Bernie Sanders in Iowa. And she may not like the one against Fiorina tonight, but she sure likes the one against Bernie Sanders tonight.
Yeah, she'll like the one against Bernie Sanders, but I think the people in Iowa and most of the people across this country realize that it is a race between socialists on the Democrat side. Yes, I said it. Yes, the socialists. They're racing to see who can offer the most amount of free stuff and less liberties. Free stuff and less liberties, because that's what they're trying to do. The most significant one, though, is what you showed earlier in terms of Fiorina. And when you look deeper in that poll, Jeb Bush, who is polling in single digits nationally, is beating Hillary. That's not good for Hillary, and that means people are waking up.
All right, well, Senator Bernie Sanders brags about being a socialist. Are you saying that Secretary Clinton is a socialist? Did I understand you correctly?
You do. She just uses different words, Greta. For example, she's on record as saying that she believes that 2 more years of college should be made free. And then she tried to walk it back and said, well, she doesn't mean making it free for Donald Trump's kids. Well, you know, that's another way that the socialists say, yeah, we're going to give you more free stuff, but we're going to decide who gets it. And secondly, they don't never talk about the liberties you have to give up. Remember free health care by way of Obamacare? Look at all the liberties that people have given up. You can't keep your doctor. You can't keep your own health insurance. All of that was never talked about.
All right, I'm going to give you a little bit of a curveball then. Who is more of a feminist, part A, and part B is who's going to get the women's vote between Carly Fiorina and Secretary Clinton?
Now, that is a curveball, Greta, and you don't normally do that to me. Here's my answer. I don't think it's about who's being more of a feminist. It's about which one of those 2 women come across the best in connecting with the American public and women. Now, I'm going to say this, and I know I'm going out on a limb. Whoever gets the Republican nomination, whoever gets it, Carly Fiorina gets the Republican nomination, Hillary is toast. If one of the other leaders get the Republican nomination, they would be brilliant to select Carly Fiorina. It would then neutralize the quote-unquote female/feminist/woman vote, and that's what needs to be done. Like it or not, a lot of people are going to vote on their emotions relative to having a female in the administration.
Herman Cain, thank you.
You heard it here first. You're welcome, Greta.
All right, thank you, sir. And poll numbers aside, Secretary Clinton has new reasons to be worried. It's the E word, emails. There's more news tonight about her emails. We have live team coverage. Washington Post reporter Tom Hamburger on a new report showing Secretary Clinton may have given preferential treatment to major donors of the Clinton Global Initiative. But first, Fox News Chief White House Correspondent Ed Henry on whether Secretary Clinton actually handed over not some, but all of her official emails. Ed.
Well, good to see you, Greta. What's interesting is that today we learned that a letter has now gone from the Obama State Department over to Hillary Clinton's personal attorney, David Kendall, asking about what appears to be a 2-month gap in her official email. When she turned them over last December, she said that the emails, the official ones on her personal account, started in March of 2009 at the beginning of the Obama administration. Since then, we've learned about these email exchanges with General David Petraeus in January and February of 2009 about official business, about personnel moves within the new Obama administration. So this letter from the State Department to David Kendall is saying, look, you need to certify whether or not she really turned over all of these federal records. Why is that important? This August, Hillary Clinton signed a document in which she certified under the penalty of perjury that she had turned over all federal records. So I think what's interesting is you see Hillary Clinton going on offense today. She put out an ad that's focusing on Kevin McCarthy, the Republican leader, with that gaffe that suggested, look, the goal of the Benghazi Committee in the House is all about, you see the ad right there, beating up on Hillary Clinton politically. She wants to jump on that and say this is partisan. She's going to score points on that. On the other hand, though, when you have an FBI criminal investigation that is not partisan, and overseen, by the way, by the Obama Justice Department, and then now you have the Obama State Department saying, wait a second, maybe not everything was turned over. It makes it harder for her to say, this is just about politics, Greta.
When she signed that document, did it say something like, to the best of my knowledge?
Yes, it did.
Okay,
it had that caveat.
All right, because it's like, I was going to say that's,
you would know better than I whether or not that could be, that will stand up.
I would never have any client sign anything that didn't have some wiggle room in case the client was mistaken.
And so legally she may be
accidentally
fine,
or deliberately.
But as you know, that phrase there, wiggle room, in a debate, in a political campaign.
Oh, yeah. Politics is a whole different world.
Matter.
Whole different world in the courtroom. Anyway, I agree. Ed, thank you.